This is Mindful Mondays. I want to personally invite you to come starting at 7 a.m. when we look at our daily word, God is Good, based on the book of Psalms 25:8. Then at 8 a.m. we have our daily word, Keep on Asking, based on the book of Luke 11:9. Then at 9 a.m. we have our daily word, Our Prayer and God's Power, based on James 5:16. And then at 11 a.m. we have our daily word, In Partnership with God, based on the book of Matthew 6:8. And then at noon we have daily word devotional stories entitled Finding the Good with Prayer by Tracy Riley. Then we turn our attention to 1 p.m. in which we have our daily word, When It's Hard to Pray, based on Psalms 139, verse 4. Then at 3 p.m. we have our daily word, Inner Strength, based on Ephesians 3:16. And then at 5 p.m. we have our daily word, You Can Always Pray, based on the book of Psalms 118:5. And lastly, at 6 p.m. we have our daily word, Devotional Stories, The Peace of Connection by Annie L. Scholl. Today's contents from our daily word, In Partnership with God. We look at the book of Matthew 6:8. Your Father knows the things you have need of before you ask Him. A man had transformed an overgrown plot of ground into a beautiful garden and was showing a friend what he had accomplished. Now, pointing to a bed of flowers, he said, Look at what I did here. His companion corrected him. You mean look at what God and I did here. The gardener replied, I guess you're right, but you should have seen the shape this plot was when he was taking care of it by himself. We chuckle at the man's reply, but it expresses a wonderful spiritual truth. We are co-workers with God. This applies to every area of life, including prayer. It answers a question that naturally comes to mind when we reflect on Jesus' statements in Matthew 6. He says we don't need to pray on and on with vain repetitions like the pagans, because our Father knows what we need even before we ask. The question is then, why pray? The answer is simple and very comforting. God has graciously chosen to give us the privilege of being His partners in both the physical and spiritual areas of our life. Through prayer, we work with Him in defeating the powers of evil and in bringing about the fulfillment of His loving purposes in the world. Now, partners with God, what a privilege. What an incentive to pray. Today's affirmation is this: God's work is done by those who pray.
Hi, I'm April, your host of Teachable Moments with April podcast. If you're a new listener, welcome. If you're a returning listener, welcome back. Remember, teachable moments are all around us. Happy listening. You are just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. We also encourage you to join the Teachable Moments with April podcast family by becoming a paid subscriber. As always, be well and stay blessed. Until next time. Abeka Academy, our accredited option, brings experienced teachers right to you. With our pre-recorded video lessons taught by teachers with decades of professional experience, your child will feel as if they're in a classroom with other students. With Abeka Academy accredited video homeschool, all you have to do is give your child the materials and monitor the lessons using our daily guide. We do the rest, like validating grading, sending report cards, and providing free standardized testing. Homeschooling doesn't mean your child misses out on life's big moments. Your child can even celebrate their achievement by walking in the Abeka Academy's in-person high school graduation ceremony. Enroll in Abeka Academy today and give your child a private school education in the comfort of their own home.